Hi guys, welcome back to Jennifer's Lair. Hopefully you guys are doing awesome and everything is going great for you guys. And whenever you're watching this video, I hope you're having a lovely evening or day or morning, whatever time it is watching this video. Today I'm going to do a part 3 of the questions. Now I'm sorry if these are boring you or anything like that. But I want to answer all of your questions. I don't want to just leave some out because I got a lot of questions here, and so I want to make sure that I answer everyone's question because I really appreciate all of this. I did not expect to get all these questions, so thank you guys again. Whoever messaged me questions, I do not have the names on of these people that did ask the questions because I just jotted them down really quick. I didn't type or I didn't print them out or anything. There was so many, different types of conversations on well, I got a lot of messages in the messenger on Facebook. So thank you guys again for asking me these questions and stuff. You guys have a lot of good questions here and they've stumped me. So as I'm doing these videos. So don't forget to check out the first and second parts of these questions and answer video. I think you guys will find it quite amusing anyways, and if you guys want to at the end of the in the comments below just answer the questions or whatever, that would be great. Then I can see what you guys like and what you guys don't like and all this stuff. So well, let's get to the questions, you guys, because this may take a little bit. Okay, my first question of this third video here is, are you superstitious? Oh boy. I really don't, some things I guess I am, some superstitions I am, and some I am not. So I would have to say kind of. What would be the ideal day for you? Ooh, if I could do anything. Oh, sorry guys, I kicked the camera. The stand is really close next to me. Um, what would what would be the ideal day for me? Oh boy. Well, I guess the ideal day for me is getting lucky and winning the lottery. And I guess shopping, and maybe building my dream house or something, like, well, not build it myself, but like have others build it and do landscaping and a pool and maybe buying some cars. Like, some, I love Camaros, guys, so I am a Camaro fanatic. I like the 69 Camaros. I'm a sucker for old school cars. I like the bodies of them. I like the curves on them. They're really nice. I like the 78 Camaros too. I love Camaros, so I'm a Camaro freak, fanatic. If I could get my hands on one of those old ones, man, I would totally do it. I would love to have a Camaro. It would be totally black with it would be so black. It would be like black leather inside. And it would be black on the outside with black tinted windows. That would be a dream come true. I would love that. And going shopping for whatever I wanted to get, I would love that. Even if it's online or and then going out to eat, shopping out to eat, and just hanging out with good people and well, some of my close friends and family. That would make it really awesome. And my cats, of course, at the end of the night, watching movies and hanging out with all my cats. That would be awesome. With the fireplace going and just reflecting on the day. Maybe some ice cream or something, like a dessert with maybe some pop or something like that. That'd be like an awesome day for me. Maybe spending it again with Corsica if I could do, turn back the hands of time. I could spend my ideal day with Corsica and and spend some time with her. That would be really cool. Because she meant so much to me. Of course, because my kitty, by the way. I talk about her in other videos, so if you guys don't know who she is, go back and check her out. Check out the videos and stuff. I got a lot of videos with her in them. So, what's your favorite candy? Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. Mmm. Well, one of my favorite candies. I know they don't make them anymore. It's called Cherry and Bub. It was made by the same people that make like hot tamale candies. The Cherry and Bub, they're from a long time ago. That's one of my favorite candies. I wish they had them again. Because, man, I would buy like a whole case of them because I love candy. I have a sweet tooth. It's no lie. I love candy. And Cherry and Bub's one of my favorites. So, and I think it was from like the Just Born part of the family or something like that. They also had strawberry banana. They have grape. They have tropical flavors now. They have hot tamales. They have like the cherry, the original stuff. They have berry ones now, I think. Um, they have like the blended ones, which are kind of one of my favorites as well. But they do not make Cherry and Bub anymore, you guys. That's the sad part about it is I don't know why they stopped making them, but they do not have Cherry and Bub. They used to have like cream ones too or something, I think. I wish that they would bring the Cherry and Bub ones back because they were really good. I think people are missing out nowadays. I also love cotton candy. Cotton candy is like one of my favorite things. I love cotton candy. And then also I love Cadbury eggs around Easter time. And they're probably going to be coming out any day now. Because normally they come out, and sometimes you can find them in January, sometimes you can find them in February. They're a Easter candy, and I love them to pieces. Oh my God, they're so good, you guys. They are so delicious. I love Cadbury eggs, the originals. I'm talking about the cream eggs, the originals. I don't like I really can't get into the other ones. There's other ones out there that I can't. I think they made a peanut butter one. I think they made one with caramel in the middle, caramel or whatever in the middle. I don't really like those ones. I like the original ones. I've always liked them since I was a little girl. One of my other favorite candies was Milky Way. But the problem with Milky Way is lately they don't taste the same. As I'm growing to be an adult, they do not taste the same. As I turned an adult, I should say. They've actually freaking, like, I don't know what they've done to the mix, but it seems they don't taste the same. Not unless my taste buds have changed. They just don't taste the same. I do, however, love caramellos. Caramellos are one of my favorites too. I love them. And they're by Cadbury, so oh, I love them. And then they have those like little square things, square chocolates with caramel in the middle. They remind me of Treasures. Does anybody remember Treasures, those little treasure chests? And they made like a bunch of different ones. Like they had some had strawberry in the middle, some had caramel in the middle, which those were my favorites, by the way. They don't make those anymore, I don't think. And I think they were by Nestle. If I remember correctly, they were made by Nestle, and they had the purple individually wrappers things. Oh my God, I love those. And I think they had another kind too, and they had like little inside the papers, they had like little fortunes or whatever on them, little quotes. Those were so cute too. I love candy, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. I love Junior Mints. I love Milk Duds. I still eat a lot of candy. I shouldn't, but I do. sorry, but not sorry. I mean, I gotta live my best life. I'm only here for a short period of time. Might as well live while you're here, and then later on you can deal with whatever comes. But right now, I love candy, so I've got a sweet tooth, and that's okay. Those are my favorite candies. What's your favorite food? Ooh. Well. A topic that I really like, as you can tell. um, oh boy, there's so many good ones. Um, my favorite upon favorite though, as I've grown older now, I love the way that I make my turkey. I like turkey breast, which is the white meat, you guys. I know that there's dark meat to the turkey, but I usually just buy turkey breast. And I inject that thing full of butter. And then sometimes I put my hand and get it all up under the skin. And I make sure that it's like completely full of butter. Oh, I use lots of butter. And then I put it in the oven, bake it or whatever. And, I add some water so I have some turkey drippings. And oh my god, it is to die for. I love turkey. Ooh, feel like I'm starting to drool. And I also love mashed potatoes, but I don't like real potatoes because I don't like lumps in my potatoes. I'm really weird like that, but when I was younger, this is a long story, but I was force fed nothing but potatoes and gravy by my real mom. She was drunk and her boyfriend was drunk, and that's all they would feed me every day. And it was disgusting. After a while, when you're a kid, and it just gags me. Like just the texture of that just gags me. So yeah, I don't really care for real mashed potatoes, not unless they're really creamy and mixed up and they're really mashed. I think I might not care. I think I would be okay with it then, but they gotta have gravy. And for my gravy, I use drippings and I use cream of chicken soup because I don't like mushrooms. I don't like cream of mushroom soup. So I use cream of chicken soup, and oh, it is so good. I love using turkey drippings for all kinds of things. After after I make a turkey or the turkey breast, I save every bit of those drippings. Those drippings are like gold, liquid gold. Because I like to make rice, and so I will make rice with the turkey drippings instead of using water. I used to do the water. I used to just do water and then mix some of the drippings in. That doesn't give it as much taste as what you would really want. You want to use both cups. Like if you're making 2 cups of rice, it's 2 cups of rice versus 2 cups of water. You're going to want to put, and my stomach just growled, by the way. I'm making myself hungry. Oh my goodness. Anyways, you're going to want to mix those drippings. Oh, I'm drooling. In with the rice without water. You're going to, because that's going to be your water. And oh my god, you won't be sorry. And mix some turkey pieces. Like put some pieces of meat, turkey meat in there. And you will love it. Oh, it tastes like chicken. It tastes like turkey fried chicken. I'm not even lying. It is so good with the Minute rice. Get Minute Maid rice. Put it in there. Put whatever. If you're making 2 cups or whatever, put the turkey drippings in there. Oh, you won't be sorry. It is so delicious. I'm not even. Oh my god. I love it so much. Um, I love turkey and mashed potatoes, but I also love. This is another thing that I love to have. I love to have like white bread. Put some turkey on there, like, or well, I should, well, turkey, and then put some gravy over the turkey. That is really delicious as well. And maybe some mashed potatoes on the side. Oh, it's so good. Open face turkey sandwich, open face white chicken sandwich. with gravy, mashed potatoes on the side, delicious. Also, I just love, this is one of my favorites. Hot beef sandwich with brown gravy with mashed potatoes. Oh, yes, I love it. Those are my favorite foods. Like, I love mashed potatoes, gravy, and meat on my bread. Yes, I am a meat eater, and sorry, but I did try it for a while without meat, but it made me really sick. I wasn't feeling the greatest. So I don't eat meat all the time. I try to make it like for red meat, it's supposed to be 2 times a week because red meat is kind of it hires your cholesterol levels. So you kind of don't want to eat a lot of red meat all the time. So I try not to do that. So I space it out. So I try to do it twice a week at least, and that's it. But I do like chicken. And I do love, by the way, chicken pot pie is one of my favorites. And I make it by, the crust, you can roll it out or whatever. The already made crust, I cheat. The already made pie crust, you get two, there's two in one of those things, and they're in the refrigerated section. They're kind of by the crescent rolls and stuff like that in the grocery store. Well, most of the time they are, and they're by, so there's, you get it, ooh, excuse me, you get it, and you kind of roll it out or whatever in a circle, and then put the bottom half in your pan, and you cook that for the shell part of it. You just cook the shell part. You get that crispy. Then you take, you're gonna be on your stove top now, because a lot of people will put this stuff in the oven, but then it takes longer, you guys. So I cook everything individually and stuff like that. I know there's recipes probably for you guys to have, like, to make it, the meat inside the pie and stuff like that without pre-cooking it, but I don't like it that way, because with chicken, you want to make sure that it's cooked all the way, otherwise you could get sick. Salmonella is not fun, people. It will, no. So you want to make sure you cook that stuff up. I fry it in a frying pan, and I, chop it up into smaller pieces. I get rid of all the fat and gristle, because sometimes there's like little fat pieces, and once I bite down on those, that's disgusting, and then it turns me off. I don't want to eat it. I put broccoli, carrots, and peas in my not mashed potatoes at all. I don't put any potatoes in, but you could if you want. You could put other things in your pot pie too, but I'll just put in broccoli, plain broccoli. Sometimes I'll put broccoli and carrots in there. Sometimes I put carrots and just peas in there, and sometimes put carrots, peas, and broccoli. It depends on the day and my mood. And what you do is then you fry up your chicken, and then you put it in there. You put it in the and then you well for blah, 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 I can't even talk anymore. This is like my fourth or fifth video, so you're gonna have to excuse me. But you fry that up separate. You cut them up or whatever, and you cut them into small pieces. Hi, Miss Punky. Are you coming up to visit? You are. You're coming up to visit. It's Punky, everybody. Look at my Punky. Oh, I'm getting kisses. Punky. Oh, now I'm getting bites. Punky, I love you. Goodbye, Punky. Punky's gonna go on the floor. She wants to hang out. She wants to climb my table, I think. And it's like, I don't think so. But, to go on, I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I think this is important. But you go and you do your shell and you get that baked, and then you go and you get your chicken fried in a frying pan separate, and I usually put some water in there so it doesn't get done and it doesn't get burnt very fast or whatever. Chop up your meat, put it in there, put it, on medium heat or whatever kind of heat that you would feel comfortable, with it without damaging the meat or really getting it burnt. because you don't want a burnt meat. You don't want that. And then once you get that done, well, while you're doing that, you're going to do your vegetables too. And I usually get frozen vegetables because frozen vegetables are really, they're nice and everything. I love them. So I put those in a pan and I, get those going and then make sure that they're soft and good and they're not so, they're not hard or anything. And then you put all of that stuff in with some cream of chicken soup. Now I get the big cans of cream of chicken soup and I use 2 of those because you don't want to go stingy on that because then your pie's dry and it's not as good. I like a lot of filling in my pie. So I will put like a lot of, broccoli and carrots and green and peas. Now sometimes you might actually have some left of the vegetables. So I usually put those in a container and then put them in the refrigerator. And I'll usually maybe sometimes have those for like supper or lunch or dinner or whatever, or for a snack. I put some butter in there and there you go. It's really good and simple. Anyways, then once you get everything mixed together, because you're going to mix all that together, then you're going to pour it in the shell that you baked, and then you're going to put the other piece of the pie on top of it, and you're going to put it in the oven for the instructed time. That'll warm up your soup. That'll warm up everything really good, and it'll make things. And then just make sure that the crust is, good and done. You don't want it chewy. You don't want soggy or anything. Just make sure you test it with the fork. If the fork comes out dirty, then you know that you didn't do. It needs more time. So that's one of my favorite things that I love to have. I also love sloppy joes, and I make mine a little bit different than other people. I like more of a sweet sloppy joe, and other people like there's a little tangy, maybe with some zip to it or whatever. But I make mine with brown sugar, uh, tomato soup, and I mix mine all together, and there you got it. It's ground beef and tomato soup and brown sugar. So, and it makes a really sweet, nice kind of one. And it's, oh yeah, I add a little bit of ketchup in there too because that gives it a little bit, Oh, but they are good. And my family just loves those 2 recipes. They are the best. And then I also make spaghetti, and I make that with just like some 4 cheese. I think it's Hunt's tomato sauce, and I fry up some hamburger, put that in there. Then I put some Italian seasonings in there, and then some garlic salt. Oh, it is so good, you guys. Good, good, good. Yum, yum, yum. And then also, I like to make big pretzels, the frozen pretzels. I don't put the salt on them because I hate the salt on them. What I do is I get them browned or whatever, and then I start I go to the microwave, microwave some butter up, brush it on with like a little brush or whatever, and then you have your choice of what you want to do with the pretzel. Do you want to put cinnamon and sugar on the pretzel? Do you want to put salt, like garlic salt, on the pretzel? Do you want to put just normal salt on the pretzel? And then I usually dip it in either. I like cheddar cheese, but that's not my favorite go to. My favorite go to is Philadelphia cream cheese. It is heaven, people. It is heaven. And another one of my foods that I really like is egg and bacon sandwich. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. Oh, I love it. I take my eggs, and I usually do all egg whites because my system cannot handle yolk. I don't know what it is, but no yolks for me. I take the yolk out, but I fry up my egg whites, and then and I do all that, and I do it kind of slow, and then I take some cheese and put it on the egg whites, and then for the bacon, I start the bacon first. I put it in a pan, like a cookie sheet with like, you don't want the real thin cookie sheets. You want the ones like with the sides on it. for the cookie sheet thing where it's got like the lip, the sides, and you can put your bacon on parchment paper and you put it in there for the directed time that you want and make sure your bacon's the way that you want it. There's different preferences with people with bacon, so do the kind of preference you want on your sandwich. I kind of like mine a little crispier and crunchier, so I put mine in a little bit. But I put them in and I put them in the oven for on 400 degrees. Now ovens may vary, so I wouldn't go, and I don't know how much time. I just kind of keep an eye on it and see and look and do that. And well, anyways, what you do is you take your egg and cheese and you once the bacon gets almost done, you start putting your toast in the toaster. You press down on whatever, how many slices you want, how many sandwiches you want, who knows, but push down on it. And then I start melting the cheese on top of the egg. And I turn it down lower so that it doesn't burn the eggs. Because you're not going to be able to flip it. If you want to scramble the eggs with the cheese, that's okay too. But I like a lot of cheese on top of my eggs, so that's why I do it the way I do it. And then once the everything gets done, you can do it in layers. Like you can put egg, and then you can put your cheeses of course on top of the egg. Then you can put bacon. Then you can do some more layering in your sandwich. So you could layer a sandwich. You could have two sandwiches. And toast your toast in the toaster for your liking of toast, light or dark, whatever you want. And you just put the sandwiches together, and they're just so good. They're goodness. Oh my God, they are so good. So those are some of my favorite foods. I like a lot of stuff around Thanksgiving time because I like making turkey breast and gravy and mashed potatoes. And I like, oh, it's so good. And buttered corn. You cannot forget buttered corn with that. Oh. And then pie too. I mean, I'm not a real big pie person, but I like the Oreo cream pie that you can just buy. I don't like making pies. I'm not, I mean, for pot pie, I like making homemade pot pies, but not pie pies because I don't really know. I'm really not into pies at all, really. They all just, I don't know. I'm not really, I mean, I'm somewhat into cake, but not really into cake either that much. And I'm really not into like brownies or fudge or any of that stuff. I don't really care for that kind of stuff. And I do like some cake though. I like the funfetti cake with the rainbow chips in the frosting. It has to be rainbow chips. It can't be sprinkles. There's a difference between rainbow chips and sprinkles. I like pudding. I love ice cream. I love malts. Chocolate malts are one of my favorite things. I also like ices from the what is it called? What is it called? Hawaiian ice, Hawaiian shaved ice. I love bubble gum, and I mix bubble gum and cotton candy together. I love bubble gum taste, and I love cotton candy. So some of my guilty pleasures, everybody, and sometimes I just get plain old bubble gum because that's like one of my favorites. All right, well, let's see here. I think that went on a long time. Do you have any tats? No, I don't. And I answered this in the other video. Sadly, I don't think I can have one because my skin is so damn sensitive that I don't even know. Like, it would probably react to the ink. I'm allergic to food coloring, so that's just an allergy that came about. So I really don't think that it would be wise of me to get a tattoo because it just, and it sucks because I would really like to get one. I know I would probably get one with Corsica on me because that's one that I would never regret. Because, like I said before, she's like my daughter, and so I would get one in remembrance of her tattooed on me. I would want it to be an exact picture of her. I don't want it in cartoon form or anything like that. it would have to be the real deal, and it would have to be like maybe Corsica with some angel wings or something, and it would say Corsica underneath. And she meant so much to me that, you know what, that would be a tattoo that I would never regret. Another one that I would never regret is maybe a rose or something, because I really love roses. So, yeah. So those were. Do you have any piercings? Yes, I have my nose pierced. I actually had it. Oh, I had one. I had my nose pierced here first for many, many years. And then I wanted to take it out and replace it with something cuter. And then it closed up immediately. So I couldn't even re-pierce it or anything like that. But years after, or a couple months after I met my husband, I think it was a couple months, I wanted to get. He went to get a tattoo at this tattoo place, and I said, "Oh God, I really want my nose done again. I really miss it." And he goes, "Do you really?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "Okay, well, we'll see if the tattoo artist can do your nose." And so guess what? I got my nose done. I don't know if you can see it, but no, I'm not picking my nose. But I do kind of want to get this removed because it's a green one. It's like a green sparkle thing, and it does change colors and stuff, but that's all he had at that time, and I haven't changed it yet. So, but I'm scared to take it out because I'm scared it will close up like the other one, and I don't want it to close up on me. So maybe someday I can, figure out if I want to change it to like maybe a black one or something, or maybe I can do something with this one or whatever without having to take it out. I'm just scared that it's going to close up on me again. So, and I do have piercings. I do have some. I have one right here. I have 3 in my ear here and here and here. And I got one up here. These ones up here, they hurt. Like, for quite a long time. Like, even more than 2 years. It was like, ah. And I sleep on my side. So, sometimes these even still get a little tender and stuff. I really enjoy the earring. I really enjoy my piercings, so I really like these. And most of these I got in one day, believe it or not. I love piercings. I don't have my tongue pierced. I was thinking about getting it pierced down here though, but I decided not to because I think, this is enough piercings for me for right now, and I don't I don't want to have to deal with this because what if it closes up, you know? Um, and then I'll be disappointed and stuff. So I decided not to, and I got them on this ear too. And this ear's kind of funky because it didn't, I don't know. And then I've got one right there too. So I got my piercings. I like my piercings, and if I were to get more piercings, I'd probably get some more right here or something. Because I think there's room for more. Let's see. What's your favorite animal or animals? Well, cats are number one with me. I love cats. Big cats like tigers and stuff like that also, not just house cats. I love house cats because, we have 4. I used to have a 5th one. But I love cats. Cats are like my favorite thing. One of my favorite things in life. So, cats it is. And I like horses. I like dogs. Dogs sometimes make me nervous. I don't know why, but like dogs sometimes make me nervous. I like little bats. Fruit bats especially. I love koalas. Oh, there's a bunch of animals I love. So, sorry about that. I love animals, though, in general. So, but I love horses too, especially pure black horses. Oh, don't get me started. And of course, like I said before, I love white cats, pure white cats. I have a softness in my heart for white cats, and it's all Corsica's fault. So I blame her for that. If you could have one fantasy animal come back to life, what would it be? Oh, that one's really easy, and you guys probably know this one. A unicorn. I would love if unicorns were real, or a unicorn Pegasus, or a Pegasus. Oh my God. I would love to have that as my fantasy animal. I would love to have one. I would love to have a whole family of them. Honey, you don't have to mow the grass. And they're magical, so they clean up after themselves and stuff, you know? And they could just live like, you know, and people wouldn't even know that they're here because they're magical. I love unicorns though. Oh my gosh. Unicorns are awesome. All right, let's see. Oh, and I'd also like to have a unicorn cat, if that's such a thing. I don't even know what they call them things, but that would be cute too. Or a little kitty with wings. That would be cute too, with like a little horn or something. That would be cute. I would like both those, please. Do you have a favorite cartoon? Oh my goodness. That's a good question. That is a great question. New or old is one of the things. If it was a new one, I like Vampra. I watch that every once in a while, and I also like Monster High, and I believe there's another monster. There's another Darkly Inclined cartoon. I'm not really sure. But on a daily basis where they run cartoons of today, those would be my favorites. But my long-time favorite two cartoons would be My Little Pony, which would be that's one of my favorite ones. I love My Little Pony. I also love Jem and the Holograms. Jem and the Holograms was awesome. I love those two cartoons. I also like Rainbow Bright. I like the Wuzzles. I loved there was so many cartoons back in the day. Strawberry Shortcake, Fairy Tales, Care Bears, of course the Care Bears. Oh my gosh. Popples, they had Popples on a few times. Oh my goodness. There were so many good cartoons back in the day. He-Man, She-Ra. Oh my gosh. Yes, yes, yes. I actually own some He-Man ones. I still watch them. I love them. They are amazing. Yes, please. G.I. Joe, Transformers. I love those cartoons. Everything that was on like Cartoon Network, I loved. Hello Kitty, I love that too. But My Little Pony was my all-time favorite. It would beat out everything right now. I love My Little Pony. And actually, in it, they do have some new episodes of My Little Pony, so I have to put that in the new category as well as the old one. If you guys ever have Netflix, you guys need to watch The Toys or whatever. There's like a toy documentary. It tells about the 90s toys. If you're a 90s kid, you would love this. It tells the history of My Little Pony, Hello Kitty, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which, yes, I love that cartoon as well. It has Transformers on, G.I. Joe, I believe. I can't remember what other cartoons are on there, but oh, you guys need to watch that. That was amazing. Those cartoons are awesome. I love cartoons. I'm just a big kid. I love the Smurfs because I used to watch it with my grandpa all the time. It's the Smurfs. And he used to laugh and make jokes. I loved that about him. He was awesome. So we would watch that, like I think it was on every Saturday morning or something like that. We would watch those cartoons. So that was awesome. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think I forgot some of the cartoons, but maybe not. And I dropped my list on the floor, so I'm going to pick it up here. All right. Well, those are some of my favorite cartoons. I'm sure I'll get off here and I'll think, oh my God, I forgot this cartoon and this cartoon and this cartoon. I'm sure I will. What do you usually do for your favorite holiday? Ooh, good question. Well, since my favorite holiday is Halloween, and I try to celebrate Halloween